The power of starting early. Picture this, two families, both earning the same income today. Family A spends everything they make, living paycheck to paycheck. Family B saves and invests just $500 every month. Fast forward 30 years, Family A is still struggling financially, while Family B has built over $600,000 in wealth. But here's where it gets really interesting. Family B's children inherit this money and continue the same habits. In another 30 years, that wealth grows to over $2 million. That's generational wealth in action. What exactly is generational wealth? Generational wealth isn't just about being rich. It's about creating financial resources that can be passed down from parents to children, and then to their children. Think of it as building a financial foundation that your family can stand on for decades to come. This wealth can come in many forms: money in investment accounts, real estate properties, successful businesses, or even valuable skills and education that lead to higher-paying careers. The key is that it doesn't disappear when one generation passes away. It continues to grow and benefit the next generation. Why most families never build generational wealth? Here's a sobering fact. 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the second generation, and 90% have lost it by the third generation. Why does this happen so often? The biggest reason is lack of financial education. Many parents work hard to provide for their children but never teach them how money actually works. Kids grow up thinking money just appears when you need it, without understanding the discipline and strategy behind building wealth. Another major obstacle is the lifestyle inflation trap. As families earn more money, they immediately spend more money. They upgrade their cars, move to bigger houses, and buy expensive things to show their success. But all this spending prevents them from actually building lasting wealth. Finally, many families don't have a clear plan. They might save some money here and there, but without a specific strategy for growing and protecting that wealth over time, it often gets spent on emergencies or impulse purchases. The real secret: it's not about how much you make. You might think you need a six-figure salary to build generational wealth, but that's simply not true. The real secret is consistency and time. Let me show you with some real numbers. If you invest just $200 every month starting at age 25, assuming a 7% annual return, which is reasonable for long-term stock market investments, you'll have over $500,000 by age 65. If your children continue this same habit, they could have over $1 million by their retirement. And if their children do the same, we're talking about multiple millions. The magic ingredient here isn't a massive salary. It's starting early and being consistent. Time is your greatest ally when building wealth. Building blocks of generational wealth. 1. Start with an emergency fund. Before you can build wealth, you need to protect yourself from financial emergencies. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of your expenses in a high-yield savings account. This prevents you from going into debt when unexpected expenses arise. 2. Eliminate high-interest debt. Credit card debt charging 18 to 25% interest will destroy your wealth-building efforts. Pay these off aggressively before focusing on investments. It's impossible to build wealth when you're paying such high interest rates. 3. Invest in appreciating assets. This is where the real wealth building happens. Appreciating assets are things that increase in value over time. The stock market, through low-cost index funds, has historically returned about 7 to 10% annually over long periods. Real estate in good locations tends to appreciate over time while providing rental income. 4. Start or buy a business. Businesses can create wealth faster than traditional investments because you have more control over the returns. This doesn't mean you need to quit your job tomorrow, but consider side businesses or eventually purchasing existing profitable businesses. 5. Invest in education and skills. The highest returning investment is often in yourself. Learning high-income skills, getting certifications, or even pursuing higher education can dramatically increase your earning potential throughout your lifetime. The legacy mindset shift. Building generational wealth requires a fundamental shift in how you think about money. Instead of asking, "What can I buy with this money?" start asking, "How can this money make more money?" When you're considering a purchase, think beyond just the immediate cost. If you spend $50,000 on a fancy car, that's not just $50,000 gone. It's potentially hundreds of thousands in future wealth you're giving up, because that money could have been invested and grown over time. This doesn't mean living like a monk and never enjoying your money. It means being intentional about your spending and making sure you're consistently putting money toward building long-term wealth. Teaching the next generation. One of the most important aspects of generational wealth is education. Your children need to understand money, investing, and wealth building from an early age. Start by involving them in family financial discussions appropriate for their age. Show them how compound interest works with simple examples. When they're teenagers, help them open their first investment accounts and explain how the stock market works. Teach them the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket over time, while liabilities take money out of your pocket. A house you live in is actually a liability because it costs you money every month, while a rental property that generates positive cash flow is an asset. Most importantly, model good financial behavior. Children learn more from what they see than what they're told. If they see you saving, investing, and making smart financial decisions, they're much more likely to do the same. Common mistakes to avoid. 1. Putting all your eggs in one basket. Diversification is crucial. Don't put all your wealth in one investment, one type of asset, or even one country's economy. Spread your risk across different investments. 2. Trying to get rich quick. Building generational wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes, cryptocurrency gambling, or any investment that promises unrealistic returns. Stick to proven, long-term strategies. 3. Not having proper legal protection. As your wealth grows, you need proper estate planning. This includes wills, trusts, and potentially life insurance to protect your family's financial future. Don't wait until you're wealthy to start thinking about this. 4. Failing to communicate with family. Many wealthy families destroy their wealth through family conflicts and poor communication. Have regular family meetings about finances, values, and long-term goals. Taking action today. Building generational wealth starts with a single decision. Deciding that you're going to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and start building something lasting for your family. Here's what you can do right now. Calculate your monthly expenses and commit to saving at least 10 to 20% of your income. If that seems impossible, start with 5% and increase it every few months. Open an investment account and set up automatic monthly transfers. Even if it's just $50 a month, the habit is more important than the amount when you're starting. Educate yourself about personal finance and investing. Read books, watch educational videos, and learn from people who have successfully built wealth. Have a conversation with your family about money and your long-term goals. Make sure everyone is on the same page about building wealth together. The compound effect of generational wealth. When you successfully build and pass down generational wealth, you're not just giving your children money, you're giving them options. Options to pursue their passions without worrying about basic survival. Options to take calculated risks in their careers or businesses. Options to give back to their communities and make a positive impact on the world. Your great-grandchildren might attend the best universities without student loan debt. They might start businesses that create jobs for others. They might have the financial freedom to solve problems and help people in ways that weren't possible for your generation. This is the true power of generational wealth. It's not just about having money, it's about creating opportunities and positive impact that can last for generations. Your legacy starts now. Every financial decision you make today is either building or destroying your family's financial future. The choice is yours. You can continue the cycle of financial stress and living paycheck to paycheck, or you can be the generation that changes everything for your family. Remember, you don't need to be perfect from day one. You just need to start. Make the decision today to begin building your family's generational wealth. Your future generations will thank you for the foundation you're laying right now. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The same principle applies to building generational wealth. Start now, stay consistent, and watch as your family's financial future transforms over time.